For what is now the 7th straight Sunday, we welcome you to Manhattan, New York. This is the Cruiserweight Classic Tournament. Over the last 7 weeks, it started with 16. We are down to 4. Today, the semifinals of what has been an oh-so-exciting, high-energy, high-octane tournament. We take a look at the bracket that, as we mentioned, started with 16 and is now down to the final 4 of the Cruiserweight Classic. Dragon Lee, Wes Lee, Chad Gable, the Cruiserweight champion Tyler Bate are all here and are all primed for in-ring action coming up right here today in Midtown Manhattan. Later this afternoon, SmackDown's Chad Gable, who has been tearing through the TNA superstars in this Cruiserweight Classic, now goes up against a fellow SmackDown star in the big strong boy Tyler Bate. Of course, the Cruiserweight Championship of Tyler Bates also on the line. And kicking things off in moments, right here in Midtown Manhattan, one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions. It is Dragon Lee. He is set for a one-on-one affair against Wes Lee. Welcome to the semifinals of the Cruiserweight Classic Tournament. Let's get things down to Hammerstein Ballroom, and let's get this action ignited here at the CWC.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Tala, Jalisco, Mexico, weighing in at 165 pounds, one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions, Dragon Lee.
Well, I'll tell you, win, lose, or draw, this tournament has already done wonders for that man, Dragon Lee. An impressive performance in the first round over Cruz del Toro is what propelled him to an opportunity on SmackDown, where he aligned with the LWO, most importantly Rey Mysterio, and of course capturing the WWE Tag Team titles. Well, those titles going to be on the line this coming Thursday as the LWO defends against Austin Theory and Grayson Waller on SmackDown. But Dragon Lee has got to keep his mind on the action at hand. Right here in Midtown Manhattan, he has defeated Cruz del Toro, Nathan Frazier in the quarterfinals. Now, up against Wes Lee, who has had some of the most hard-fought battles of this tournament thus far. Who is going to advance to next week's finale? Will it be Dragon or will it be Wes? No matter the result, it promises to be yet another exciting bout in the midst of the Cruiserweight Classic.
And his opponent from Dayton, Ohio, weighing in at 183 pounds, Wes Lee.
Wes Lee, a resilient performance over Axiom in the first round, even drew some blood in that contest, the only man to do so in this tournament, and then turned away NXT's young OG and Javon Evans in the quarterfinals. Wes Lee, a man who has had championship opportunities over the last 2 years since his main roster career, but has just yet to break through that glass ceiling. And how do you think Wes Lee is feeling? A first-round knockout in last year's tournament, now making it all the way to the semifinals. Certainly high energy and high pressure in the middle of Hammerstein Ballroom on your 7th week of the Cruiserweight Classic. The winner of this matchup has got a first-class ticket right back here next Sunday at the finale of the CWC. Dragon Lee, Wes Lee, first of 2 semifinal bouts this Sunday afternoon. Referee Chad Patton calls for the bell. We are underway, and Wes Lee hot out of the gate. And remember what happened this past Wednesday on Velocity, exclusively on TikTok. The LWO with a huge victory over Wes Lee and TNA Wrestling's Zachary Wentz in that tag team bout. Momentum may be on the side of Dragon Lee. However, it's Wes Lee who's looking to expend some energy in the early going and set the pace. You also got to imagine that the confidence of Lee, that being Wes Lee, may be rocked after that tag team loss this past Wednesday on Velocity. Maybe a reason why Wes Lee is so aggressive in these early moments. It has been one-way traffic since the opening bell. Dragon Lee hoisted up. Wes Lee, look at the head scissors. Wes Lee exploding onto the scene here in your November 10th edition of the Cruiserweight Classic. Kick right off the mask, and Dragon gonna get the shoulder up. Dragon Lee has seen so much action over the last month since his Cruiserweight Classic first round outing. From his days in NXT, all the way to exploding on the scene, joining the SmackDown roster, becoming one half of the WWE Tag Team Champion, Dragon Lee has been all over the map over the last month. Now it's just as we mentioned, got to keep his eyes, keep his focus on the task at hand this Sunday afternoon. This Cruiserweight Classic is what has brought Dragon Lee to the dance over the last month and change. But he's not looking to get turned away in the semifinal. Dragon Lee looking to make it all the way to the finale next week and get his hand raised high as the 2024 Cruiserweight Classic winner as he drops Wes Lee right in his dome. Dragon Lee looking to play catch-up after an early onslaught by the Cardiac Kid. Dragon sending Wes back inside the squared circle. I'm sure both of these men looking to get the job done between the ropes on this Sunday afternoon. Dragon Lee taking his time, measuring his man, but what comes at a cost there is he allows Wes Lee some R&R, and there you see Wes making the most advantage. Dragon Lee just might have been trying to get some R&R on the outside of the ring. Comes back to bite him. And now it's Wes sending one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions emphatically to the outside. Wes Lee's wheels are a-spinning, and he's going skyward here in Midtown. My goodness! Week after week, this Hammerstein Ballroom, Manhattan, New York audience continues to be on their feet with the chance of "this is awesome," and that is exactly what this contest has been thus far. Dragon Lee, almost a sense of urgency here. After Wes Lee was bringing the pressure, taking things to the air, another man draped in blue tonight, unloading on Wes Lee with a number of strikes and follows it up with an elbow. Dragon Lee super proud of his newer colors in the Latino World Order. One half of the WWE Tag Team Champions alongside the Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio. And again, they are just days ahead of a tag team title defense against A-Town Down Under in the final SmackDown before Survivor Series. Dragon Lee, however, just trying to get through this obstacle in Wes Lee on this Sunday afternoon. Already has defeated Cruz del Toro in the first round, an exciting outing against Nathan Frazier in the quarters. Now Dragon Lee back in action here against the man who has turned away Axiom and Javon Evans. Now look at Dragon Lee in the corner, series of strikes, and follows it up, or I should say puts the cherry on top of those strikes with a pair of boots right to the chest. It's enough to knock the wind out of you. Man, Dragon is really relying on those strikes throughout this matchup. He has unloaded on Wes numerous times since the opening bell. Wes Lee really struggling to find an answer here. So now he finds himself in a fireman's carry position and dropped right on Dragon's knee. Gotta say, one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions has done a hell of a job closing the gap. And now, a rare submission hold out of the arsenal of a man who has been dubbed the future of Lucha Libre. Cranking on Wes Lee's arms, putting a knee right into his lower back. Oh, there's Lee, using some momentum there, a little bit of agility to roll out of the submission hold, and Dragon just gets dropped up against the buckles. Rolling forearm. Wes Lee now is seemingly the one trying to make the comeback, springboard, and a stunner for his troubles. Wes Lee really relied on that springboard maneuver against Javon Evans in the quarterfinal round. Now looking for it to be what starts to rally a comeback, but Dragon Lee's got other plans. Dragon takes down Wes once more, and Dragon with a kick. Soccer one, if you will. Just when you thought Wes was about to start rallying here in Midtown Manhattan, Dragon Lee takes the rug out from underneath his feet. Wes Lee expended a lot of energy in the early part of this matchup and has really slowed down as Dragon Lee is in the corner, primed and ready to strike. Operation Dragon. Will that do it? Not just yet. Wes Lee gets the shoulder up. Midtown Manhattan. loud and proud. There has not been a lot of near falls in this contest, but Wes Lee surviving that Operation Dragon. One of LWO's members' best maneuvers survived, did Wes Lee, and now the Cardiac Kid gonna try to find a way to rally. Now or never, you gotta believe a lot of offense was taken out. Off the sidestep that time, Wes Lee once again looking up at the lights of Hammerstein, and Dragon Lee right to the abdominal with a frog splash of his own, shooting star press. And Wes again momentarily looked like he was taking a nap on the canvas, but wakes up just at the last second. What a contest we have on hand as the LWO's Dragon Lee looks to find an answer as to what is going to keep down the Cardiac Kid. As we mentioned earlier, Wes Lee, a first-round knockout in last year's tournament. Not looking to make it all the way to the semis, just to be turned away again by a man who has really exploded on the scene in WWE over the last month and change. Again, you see Dragon Lee realizes he is close to the finish line, but just cannot find an answer. Now perched on top, leveling his man. Wait a minute, Lee counters, sit-out powerbomb. And Wes going for the cover. Dragon gonna get the shoulder up, but a last-ditch effort. What a reversal there by Wes Lee. Might not have gotten the 3 count, but that's exactly what Wes needed to turn the tides of momentum in this matchup after some great offense by Dragon Lee. And now on top, Wes takes him down. Extraordinary maneuver. Wes isn't done. Destroyer. Dropping Dragon right on his mask. Dragon Lee kicks out. Wes Lee shaking his head in disbelief. Dragon now is the one struggling to get to his feet. Wes Lee relying on some high octane, high flying offense here. Nice springboard. Executed to perfection. Now it's Dragon Lee who's looking up at the lights. Who is going to make their way to the finals of this tournament next Sunday afternoon to either meet Chad Gable or Tyler Bate. Wes Lee may not have gotten the 3 count over the last minute or so, but he is certainly starting to stack some offense. Dragon in the corner. Wes, full head of steam, pair of knees for Dragon's troubles. And Wes isn't done. The Cardiac Kid going high risk. High reward as the corkscrew lands flush. Wes Lee is going to the Cruiserweight Classic finale. From first round knockout to a finals appearance incoming. Wes Lee surviving Dragon Lee's best offense and outlast him in the semifinal round. What an incredible performance from the Cardiac Kid.
Here is your winner, Wes Lee.
Take nothing away from Dragon Lee. This tournament really did him wonders and gave him a spot on the SmackDown brand. But tonight, the victor goes the spoils, and Wes Lee is the man who advances to next week's Cruiserweight Classic finale. The Cardiac Kid now awaits Chad Gable or Tyler Bate in the tournament finals in just 7 nights. We will find out in moments who meets Wes Lee on the other side. Will it be Gable? Will it be Bate? We're finding out coming up soon here at the CWC. When the tension rises and the war on the battlefield begins, there is only one thing for these superstars to do: survive! Coming your way on Saturday night, November 16th, for the Kia Center in Orlando, Florida. Witness the 2024 edition of the Fall Classic as the superstars of Raw, and SmackDown, along with No Nation Gaming channel memberships, proudly present Survivor Series. We are full steam ahead the next Saturday night Survivor Series War Games event, live for the public at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, but for No Nation Gaming channel members, the action begins at 4:30. Coming your way on the Survivor Series kickoff, who will be earning themselves a future opportunity at the Cruiserweight Championship. Zachary Wentz and Frankie Kazarian from TNA Wrestling, Cruz Del Toro and Joaquin Wilde from SmackDown, Javon Evans and Noam Dar from NXT, #1 contenders gauntlet for No Nation Gaming channel members on the kickoff. And then we move into the main show, going down at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Just signed yesterday afternoon, Carmelo Hayes set for a United States Championship rematch against the man who took away his gold just over a week ago on SmackDown. Main event Jey Uso, it's one-on-one on November the 16th. This past Monday night on Raw, the EST Bianca Belair capturing the WWE Women's Championship from Cora Jade inside a steel cage. No cage to be had. It's one-on-one when she defends the championship against the Queen of the Ring, Tiffany Stratton. In SmackDown's main event in Orlando, Florida, the franchise John Cena chases his 17th trip to the top of the mountain. Cody Rhodes has held the World Championship proudly since August at SummerSlam. Now he meets his toughest test, Cena Rhodes, for the World Heavyweight title at Survivor Series. And of course, not one but two matches that are set to go beyond. It is War Games. Roxanne Perez, Kairi Sane, Io Sky, and Asuka will meet Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, Zelina Vega, and Raquel Rodriguez. The women of SmackDown take center stage in the first of two War Games matches. And then from Monday Night Raw, an all-star playing field as the WWE Champion AJ Styles, the World Tag Team Champions Damian Priest and Finn Balor, as well as Dirty Dom, take on Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Seth Rollins, CM Punk in the match beyond War Games, and it's going down live next Saturday night in Orlando. Can't get enough Universe mode? Well, now is your chance to secure a backstage pass to more Universe than ever before. Become a No Nation Gaming channel member and gain entry into monthly house shows that directly affect your episodic viewing of Universe mode. Also, take a peek behind the curtain with behind-the-scenes updates, exclusive content to see how Universe mode is brought to life each and every week. Hit the join button down below, become a Backstage Pass channel member, and get your front row seat to more Universe than ever before.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship.
Well, it is time for our second of two semi-final matches in the Cruiserweight Classic Tournament. Wes Lee meets the winner of this upcoming bout next Sunday afternoon in the CWC finale. Chad Gable. For a while, we have called this man the head of Alpha Academy, but something's been different about Gable throughout this tournament. Riding solo, extra aggression inside of his matches, and a little bit of displeasure shown by this audience. Chad Gable clearly not worried about Otis, not worried about Maxine Dupree, dare I say not worried about this capacity crowd in Hammerstein Ballroom, sarcastically walks to the ring with confidence. Chad Gable believing in himself, believing he has what it takes to finally win a singles championship here in WWE and advance to the CWC finals in the process. Defeating TNA Wrestling's Jonathan Gresham in the first round, as well as TNA's Frankie Kazarian in the quarters. Now, one-on-one of the SmackDown star. For over 100 days, since Money in the Bank in July, the big strong boy Tyler Bate has held on to his Cruiserweight Championship of the world. Tyler Bate, before this tournament began, promised to put his title on the line through each and any round he would participate in the CWC. So far, he has advanced against JD McDonough in the first round. He has kept down Pete Dunne in the quarters. Now, once again, Tyler Bate keeps good on his promise and puts his Cruiserweight title on the line against Chad Gable. You gotta wonder if Chad Gable is victorious here on this Sunday afternoon, if he will give Wes Lee the same opportunity he is being afforded today. All remains to be seen. First, Chad Gable has got to find out a recipe to keep down the big strong boy Tyler Bate. But when that gold has been on the line over the last few months, Bate has wrestled to perfection. Even when you think you got him down, he finds a way to rise again and proclaim that championship on the back half of the bell. Once again, Chad Gable's title, or I should say Tyler Bate's title, is on the line as Chad Gable looks to contest for it. Let us send things down to the ring to Mike Rome for your official Cruiserweight Championship match introductions.
Introducing the challenger from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 202 pounds, Chad Gable. And his opponent from Dudley, England, weighing in at 175 pounds, the WWE Cruiserweight Champion, Tyler Bate.
Chad Gable looking laser focused, Tyler Bate ready for action as he gets set to hand over the Cruiserweight Championship for what very well may be the last time in this championship reign. Senior referee Charles Robinson not only calling this semifinal action, but set to call the contest for the gold as Chad Gable goes one-on-one with Tyler Bate for the highest honor in the Cruiserweight division. It is a semifinal match in the CWC. The winner meets Wes Lee in the tournament finals next Sunday afternoon right back here in Midtown Manhattan. The bell has sounded. We are underway. Should be very interesting to see who is going to be the aggressor in the early moments. Tyler Bate usually has the strength advantage over his opponents, but Chad Gable, no slouch inside of that ring. Very interesting to see if these two men go hold for hold, strike for strike, or try to throw each other off their game plan. See Gable going for the early pinfall off the crucifix bomb. Tyler Bate lands on his feet. Bate off the springboard, found himself right there, took advantage of it. Tyler Bate not afraid to soar through the skies. We have seen that in his title defenses against JD McDonough as well as Pete Dunne. Chad Gable has really been a suplex machine throughout his tournament and has really scouted his opponents. Great reversals by Gable if you go back against his matchup against Jonathan Gresham and especially his matchup against Frankie Kazarian. Gable been a student of the game. Will it come back to once again benefit him as he takes on Tyler Bate for not only a spot in next week's finals but for the gold once again into a bridge. Gable going for the early pinfalls, trying to maybe either catch Tyler Bate off his game and sneak a pinfall, sneak a victory, or possibly just force Tyler Bate to expend some energy. Another bridge by Gable off a suplex. Not to be surprised, Chad Gable sending Tyler Bate to the corner this time, and I'll stomp it away on the big strong boy. Chad Gable, you hear a little bit of displeasure. If you really open your ears and listen to the Hammerstein Ballroom audience, Gable's aggression, maybe a little bit sarcasm at times, may have turned a lot of the fans off in recent weeks, but Gable, I think, does not give a damn. Chad Gable has been in hot pursuit of championship gold for quite some time on SmackDown. He finally finds himself in yet another position to obtain it. Gotta believe Gable is gonna leave no stone unturned on this Sunday afternoon. Brings Tyler Bate back into the ring, not by will, but by force. Off the tope suicida to the outside. Now just wrestling Bate down to the canvas. Tyler, no answer for the challenger. Remember last year at the Cruiserweight Classic finale, Chad Gable took on Santos Escobar during his third reign of the Cruiserweight Championship. Santos Escobar the victor on that occasion. It was another upset, heartbreak loss for Chad Gable. in his pursuit of championship gold. Nearly 12 months later, here's Chad Gable once again back into the line of fire. So far, he's looking pretty good against the big strong boy, Tyler Bate. And Tyler Bate being dead weighted, belly-to-belly suplex over the top rope. Tyler Bate may be out. And there you see Gable, not going to hesitate, go to the outside, and I'm sure trying to get Tyler back into the ring. Gable could easily advance to the Cruiserweight Classic Finals off a count-out or even disqualification in this matchup, but he cannot win the Cruiserweight Championship. Gable on top, going for the diving headbutt, and he just, at the last second, connects. Tyler in trouble. Count at 2, referee Charles Robinson right there. Tyler Bate with enough strength to get his shoulder off the canvas. Drop kick to Gable. Another one. Tyler Bate starting to rally here, realizing that offense has been stacked maneuver after maneuver. Shooting star by the champ. Quick kick out that time. Gable not even allowing him the pleasure of getting a 1. Chad Gable has came all this way. He is not looking to get turned away by a man who has been oh so impressive over the last few months. Tyler Bate, there's a reason why he sits atop the Cruiserweight division. There's a reason why he has been champion for over 100 days on SmackDown. Off the top of the high elevation knee and adds an elbow for some salt in the wound. All of a sudden, the tides have changed in this matchup. Well, just when you think they are. There's Chad Gable sidestepping the champion, that bare knee. Tyler Bate right off the canvas. Now Gable once again into the suplex, into the bridge. All the pressure cradling up Tyler Bate, but again the champion survives. Oh man, and now Gable muscling up Tyler. This is how he defeated Frankie Kazarian in the quarters. Face first off the canvas. But Tyler Bate once again showing his resilience. And frustration written all over the body language of today's challenger in Alpha Academy's Chad Gable. Maybe we shouldn't even say Alpha Academy's Chad Gable. Who knows what the status of that unit is, as Gable has really distanced himself in recent weeks. Nonetheless, Tyler Bate able to survive and try to get back into this matchup off the exploder. Obviously a sense of urgency out of Tyler Bate after Gable has done a number on the big strong boy. Now or never for Tyler Bate to try to play catch up here, as he's got Gable in a fireman's carry position and taking him around and around we go. Tyler Bate might be feeling fatigued, but Chad Gable certainly is after this maneuver. Little bit on balance here. Gable down off the shoulders. Tyler Bate, opportunity knocks into the cover. And nearly retained his title and punched his ticket to next week. But Chad Gable again, you want to talk about resilient, Gable's showing his. Now Tyler Bate is just going to try to find a way to once again play catch up. Take an ounce out of Chad Gable that he hasn't yet. Off a suplex of his own, Tyler going for a corkscrew. Chad Gable getting out of the way. No water in the pool. Now Tyler Bate on top. Chad Gable surviving at the last second and has got Bate in prime position for a belly-to-belly suplex. Tyler Bate looking up at the lights. Gable going high. Drops the elbow right to the heart. Possibly the soul and the dreams. But the champion still with something left in the tank. Tyler Bate taking a couple of hard falls back to back. Nobody home off the corkscrew. Follow that up with the belly-to-belly. Now Chad Gable, once again, although he may not have gotten the victory, has found himself back in the driver's seat. Tyler Bate is looking worse for wear on the outside of the ring. Rest assured. Now Gable again. And Chad Gable just proving to be dare I say, a cardio machine in this matchup. Looking damn well fresh as a daisy. Just goes to show you the preparation that Chad Gable has put into this matchup as he sends Tyler into the corner. The champion may be in trouble. Oh, wait a minute here. Wait a minute. Gable going for a little chaos theory. Tyler is still alive. Gable has instituted the maneuvers. As this capacity crowd comes unglued, Chad Gable has instituted the maneuvers that brought him this far in the tournament. He used that chaos theory to defeat Jonathan Gresham. He used that face plant off the shoulders to take down Frankie Kazarian in the quarters. But neither maneuver keeps down the big strong boy. Tyler Bate, the reigning, defending champ, headed back to the top, but again, Gable will not be denied. If Tyler Bate finds a way to get back into this matchup, it is going to be an oh-so-resilient and gutsy performance. But there's Chad Gable, cradling him up for a pinfall once more. Tyler Bate has got to find a way to get back into this. It is now or never. Gable may not have gotten the victory, but he's got to smell it like a shark smells blood in the water. Tyler Bate dragging Gable off the ropes out of the corner. Oh man, mean uppercut. Nothing fancy about it. Another springboard. And Tyler Bate delivers that knee that he missed earlier. Risky decision. Goes for it twice and it lands twice. Chad Gable showing signs of fatigue as he is down on the canvas. And Tyler Bate once again comes off the top of the high elevation knee. You notice Tyler is not going anything fancy. He is sticking to the game plan, sticking with what works, sticking with what brought him to the dance. Chad Gable backed up into a corner. Will he be able to start swinging, or is Tyler Bate in firm control? Oh man, this is not what Gable could have hoped for. Once again, get it taken around and around the globe. Gable's going to be seeing stars, and he may be seeing a kick right out of this tournament if Tyler Bate has his way. Into the pinfall. Gable gets the shoulder up. 2.9. Tyler Bate looking shocked. But Gable unable to get to his feet. Tyler's on top. Corkscrew delivered. It worked out for Wes Lee. Tyler hits the same maneuver, and we got ourselves a tournament final.
Here's your winner, and still the WWE Cruiserweight Champion, Tyler Bate.
There you see the updated bracket. We started with 16. We are down to 2. Wes Lee will meet Tyler Bate next Sunday afternoon in the 2024 Cruiserweight Classic Tournament Finals, and of course, the Cruiserweight Championship of the World will be on the line. After 7 weeks, we come to the conclusion that awaits next Sunday. Tyler Bate, yet another gutsy and resilient performance as he boots Chad Gable out of this tournament. Bate hoists the gold high in the sky once again, but will that be the result when we are live next Sunday for the CWC finale?